some crimes are just so unjust where the person who committed them just has to be taken off this earth immediately. Now, today I'm gonna try to persuade everybody watching that the death penalty is very much needed and needs to be kept in the United States. Now, to start off, I will explain what the death penalty is. Now, the death penalty is the legal punishment to take a life of someone who has been convicted of serious crimes. Now, this may, to some on its own, it may seem harsh, but it gives comfort to the victims. It protects society from people, not people, monsters like that. And also, it's a pay what you owe type of system. Now, to keep going, a lot of victims, not victims, the families of the victims, they feel a lot of comfort when they see the person who took the life of their loved one not be alive anymore. Now, to start off, for example, Jason Johnson, whose father killed his mother, it brought him closure to see his father not be alive anymore. And now, along with many other families of the victims, it helps bring closure and helps with their grieving process, especially knowing that like the person who did this injustice isn't around anymore, because some people don't even get the pleasure of knowing that. They don't get the comfort of knowing if the killer who murdered their loved one is now away, locked away, or just not alive anymore. Some people may never know. And to continue, it actually protects society from people like this. A 2003 study by Emory University shows more than 3,000 countries after each execution, the rate dropped by 18 murders per country. Study done by, and also to add on to that, study done by Kenneth Land of Duke University in 2009 showed adopting new laws about the death penalty, it came with an almost 20% reduction rate in harsh crimes. So studies have been shown that when we have the death penalty, not people listen, but less people are to not do that crime, because there's always that possibility, like, you get caught, especially with new technology. You get caught, put on trial, put on death row, then you get the penalty. Now, some people act like the death penalty is giving out like candy. It's not. Only people who commit harsh and severe crimes get the death penalty. Now, it's only based on how harsh the crime was, if you've done it multiple times and things like that. So it's not something that's given out lightly. It's something treated very seriously. And which is why if you commit a harsh enough crime to be considered for the death penalty, then you should not. You should not be here at all. Now, some people argue that the death penalty goes against our 8th Amendment, which our 8th Amendment states that any citizen cannot get a cruel and unusual punishment for a small crime. Now, if you think murdering someone or anything on that type of level small crime, then you need some more education. But to continue, the Supreme Court ruled the cruel and unusual part of that amendment, it changes within society. Generation after generation, situations change. So things like self-defense, and like some are justified, some murders are justified, but not the ones with innocent victims should not be justified, and their justice should be served to them and their family. Now, to end things off, we need to keep the death